Grace lived in the big city of Abuja, where the roads were wide and the lights shined like stars even in the dark. Their house was painted cream and brown, with flowers growing by the gate and soft laughter always floating through the rooms. Neighbors knew their home as the House of Joy because smiles lived there like permanent visitors. She was 18 years old, tall and slim, with bright eyes that carried kindness. She was the only child of her parents, and she was their greatest treasure. Every morning, her father would kiss her forehead before going to his supermarket, and her mother would hum soft songs while cooking. Life felt like a sweet song that never ended. Grace's father owned one of the biggest supermarkets in their area. People came from far places to buy rice, oil, tomatoes, drinks, and everything a home needed. After school, Grace never ran to play or rest, she ran to the supermarket. She helped arrange goods, smiled at customers, and cleaned the shelves. People loved buying from her because she treated everyone with respect. Sometimes, her father would stand quietly and watch her with pride, knowing that his daughter carried a heart bigger than his shop. Every evening, the family gathered around the small dining table. Her mother cooked jollof rice, fried plantain, soup, and soft meat. They laughed, shared stories, and prayed together. Grace would talk about school, and her father would talk about funny things that happened in the shop. After eating, they sometimes played small games or listened to music. The house felt alive. The walls seemed to smile. Even the windows felt warm. It was a home filled with love, and nobody imagined that one day, the sound of laughter would disappear. One evening, after school, the air felt different. The wind was slow, almost tired, and the sky looked heavier than usual. Grace noticed it, but she didn't think too much about it. She walked to her father's supermarket like she always did, but when she entered, she found her father sitting quietly behind the counter instead of moving around. He smiled at her, but the smile didn't reach his eyes. His face looked tired, more tired than she had ever seen. She wanted to ask if something was wrong, but her father waved his hand and said he was fine. Grace didn't believe him, but she didn't want to disturb him. Something in the air felt like an unspoken warning. That night during dinner, her father didn't talk much. He barely touched his food. Her mother kept looking at him with worry, but she also stayed silent.